Everyone, good afternoon. How are you doing today, and how prepared are you guys for the elections coming up? Um, I want to try as much as possible to make it interactive, but I understand that we won't be able, but we would still not be able to take call in today. However, I will be able to comment. Now, let's get some real talk here. Hmm? It's not as if we all didn't know this will happen even before now. But what I want to tell all of us and all of us understand is that rather than complain about somebody's ambition, somebody's lifelong ambition, somebody who would not care whatever gives because of that ambition, rather than say, oh, kulidebe, konishi, whereas he has millions of people, whether by purchase or by impacting them, millions of people who have valid voters card that are, in fact, we know people who are like, even if it's just for one day, Tinubu gets there, whatever then happens, they don't care. But at least even if it's just for one day, and I'm not making it up, people are engaging in everything, including praying, like praying seriously. No, like, you don't believe it. I'm coming.
tí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu tí wọ́n ń sá láti lọ sí Asoro lórúkọ Jésù asẹ́ nínú asẹ́ ìmọ̀ dasán dodo ìmùlẹ̀ dodo àyájọ́ dodo ọ̀fọ̀ dodo èkété dodo iṣẹ́ tí ẹnikẹ́ni ṣe láti ṣe ìdíwọ́ àti ìdènà Olúwa kó dìde kí a tú wọn ká kí Olúwa kí ó dìde kí a tú àwọn ọ̀tá bàbá wa olóyè wa síwájú wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu kí a tú wọn ká lórúkọ Jésù. Àwọn tó kórìíra wọn kò sálọ kúrò níwájú wọn lórúkọ Jésù. Dodo ìdíwọ́ dodo ìdènà Olúwa mú kúrò lọ́nà wọn. Dodo ọdún Olúwa ṣe ní títọ́. Dodo àwọn òkè Olúwa rẹ̀ wọ́n sílẹ̀. Olúwa gbàdúrà Olúwa wá bá wa lọ́wọ́ sí i. Olúwa gbàkóso ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé ọmọ èèyàn asán ni a gbé ojú wa sí orí òkè wọn nì níbo ni ìrànlọ́wọ́ wa ti wá. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ wa ti ọwọ́ Olúwa wá, ẹni tí ó dọ̀run àti ayé. Bàbá rán ìrànlọ́wọ́ sí wa láti Síónì. Ìrìn àjò yìí ọpẹ́ ni ó yọrí sí lórúkọ Jésù. Ayọ̀ ni ó yọrí sí. A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú a ó pẹ́ nígbà tó bá yọrí sí rere. Ọlọ́run tí ò sóńtì, Ọlọ́run tí a kò lè dádúró, Ọlọ́run tí ń gbé tálákà dìde látòrí àkìtàn jòkó pẹ̀lú ọba aládé. Ó dọwọ́ rẹ wípé bí ẹni méjì tàbí mẹ́ta tí a bá fò ṣọ̀kan ní ayé yìí, a ó ṣe é fún wọn ní ọ̀run. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ipò àti ìríjú rẹ, gẹ́gẹ́ bí òjíṣẹ́ rẹ ní tí o ti pè tó o ti yàn, àfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ní ìṣọ̀kan lórúkọ Jésù. Ètò tí ìdìbò tí ń bọ̀ ní 2023 lórúkọ Jésù. A gbàdúrà fún bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu lórúkọ Jésù. Ó rọ̀ wọ́n mú, ó rí bá ti ṣe, wọ́n rọ̀ náà gbẹ̀gbà lórúkọ Jésù. Fọwọ́ tí yọjọ́ lójú ẹni tó bá níbo ló gbẹ̀gbà. Olúwa iye fìdí tóbi rẹ̀ hàn. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ gbọ́ ọpẹ́ wa. Kristi Jésù, a gbàdúrà fún bàbá wa olóyè wa Honorable James Abiodun Faleke yẹn fún ìfẹ́ inú rere tí ẹni sí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Olúwa ò ní bà dáadáa yín jẹ́.
All right, let's not bug ourselves with too much of this. What I'm simply trying to bring out here is that we must come to the realization of the fact that people are praying. Not just praying. People have also started sharing things on their behalf. People have also started, printing for on their. There are people that I know. If you go to Shumulu, many people that They are like printers. Printers who were assisted, supported, brought up, created, made, given capital to start businesses, given businesses every time there's election. They are given businesses every time to print. So there are many people waiting for him to just declare. And the moment he declared, bam, voluntarily, some people have even started posting everywhere. The other day I heard Dr. Obieze, I saw a post online saying money will fail in 2023 election. Well, I want to respectfully disagree. Not when there is poverty, mass and prevalent poverty. Money will not fail. If money does not fail where brothers sold themselves out and betrayed themselves, I do not see money failing. I do not see money failing in election. Now, this is what they normally do. Because you and I want to speak English, we want to be online, we don't want to engage. And they now decided to capitalize on that. In fact, they pumped money into distracting us further. Now, let me begin to allow the comments. They pumped money into distracting all of us. And we said it from the beginning that, yes, these agitations are genuine. They are right. But they have deliberately plucked in some people to become friends with these voices and then derail them. And when they needed the election to, they now pick the arrowheads, keep them in cells, or demobilize them, using the people they have plugged into them, to to become close and to continue to shape the narrative for them. Now, the next thing you begin to hear is, oh, at least let us fight for restructuring. Okay, they begin to tone it, change the tone. They came in to govern the narrative. Now they start changing it to let us allow restructuring. At least it's better. Regionalism is better. From there, they begin to say, oh, at least if they can give Southwest. Maybe we used to say, no, there will be no election in 2023. But as things are, can we just, if they give South the tickets, at least we have some hope. Our own person will be able to now know how to talk to our person to promote regionalism or restructuring. And from there, they will now change it to, who do we think? I think we should just support him. Let's choose between two devils. That was the strategy. And I've always said it, that the strategy needed is more than the energies needed. Let's come straight. You can't attack Tinubu's ambition if you have not prepared or organized any alternative that can stop it. You can't. You can't. You can't. You must organize an alternative. Otherwise, just attacking him on social media will never work. This man has the structure. Now, this is what they want to do, and they have been doing it, and we have been exposing it for long now. What they do is simple. If every polling unit is supposed to have 200 voters, like eligible voters for a particular unit in your community, 200 voters. They have told 150 of you that your vote doesn't count, Jari. Now lie. No. About 100 will say, I don't vote. I don't have time to vote. They discourage you. About 50 people will say, I cannot stand in the sun. Our vote does not even count after all. Deliberately, they made you believe that. Whereas the people who are using the PVC every 4 years know that the votes count. Now, this is what they do. If only 50 show up, these are their strategies. Number one strategy is, if only 50 people show up out of 200, they see and buy. The ones that they see at the poll, they buy. They engage in vote for us. The other one will say, oh yeah, vote for us. No, how much can give you? I will give you double. or I go give you if you give you 4,000, my own are 5,000. 5. Oh yeah, give me 5. You go vote that party. If the votes don't count, why did they pay for it? Now the strategy one is to the effect that if it is only 50 votes that they declare, at least they have bought the ones they can buy, and that one counts. Strategy 2 is the rest 150 that fail to come and vote. How do we vote on their behalf? That is where you see mass thumbprinting. One person will just thumbprint for all of you that refuse to show up. They now vote on your behalf for the party that can pay for the mass thumb, the person who has access to the material. They pay the person to mass thumbprint for all of you or all of us that didn't show up at the polling unit or the polling center. That is strategy 2. So that when they start declaring or announcing the results, all of us will now sit down and say, only 50 people there, where they see 200. my unit they had, so they say now 200 people vote there. Now only 50 people there. I go there, I count them. You go there, you count them, but you no vote. The thing says eligible voters are 200. Now they will do something to make it sound credible. They say some are voided. They will deliberately thumbprint for the 2-party on maybe about 10 of the sheets. Once they are sure that okay, the numbers they have mass thumbprinted is enough to secure victory for them at that particular poll, they now create some void too. They void them. You understand? Now, because we didn't show up, we were ghosts. We ghosted ourselves when we should count. They will now take advantage that we were not there to mass thumbprint for the person they want to win. So there's no way we are not also accomplices in whatever we are suffering today by not engaging in the electoral process. Oh, they will rig it only they rig it only when we do not go there to vote. If we don't go there to count, they ghost us and count for us. So if you didn't vote, if you did not vote, you have inadvertently, by your absence, allowed them to determine your choice. So whoever is there today that we are all complaining about is all of our choices by default of not attending or showing up where we should. So the idea of don't bother is a waste of time. Your card, you're good. If it doesn't count, they won't be paying. They will not be preparing for it for 4 years. It does count. It does count. It does count. Now, what were we preparing for all the time? They started paying Nollywood actors. Now, this is where I always said we need to create our own celebrities. We need to start creating our own people. The ones that you are okay. Some people will say that man is useless. Yeah, Britty. Sorry. They gave him money, or they gave her money to buy the car she's driving up and down. They fly her in jets or fly him into mansion. They make them. Yes, we make them popular, but they are the ones. They are the ones who give them money. I don't have any reason to say this is what you should do. Definitely no. What I'm saying is, let's be fair enough. Let's be objective. The fact has always remained, technically speaking, frantically speaking, we cannot just sit on social media and oppose Tinubu or oppose Yemi Osinbajo. By the way, where's the Ajansare Owonjono? Just
you want to bamba?
Ajansare Owonjono, Dori man. Ajansare Owonjono, Dori man. Gentlemen and ladies, I dey come o. Talk plenty. Just a moment. Let me quickly go to Oshun. I'm coming.
You don't know what I'm talking about. You have to sing along with me. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time, sing it out. Hallelujah.
Yeah, welcome back to Lagos. Now, just as they are saying, we sit down on social media and say, nobody send them, nobody send them. I just showed you some prayers, some pastors praying. Baba T, we will do singing contest together. I get voice, so I'm just proud. You know, I saw some comments about some people saying, nobody begged Buhari to contest. Nobody begged Buhari to contest. Make garbage share, shut up. Yes. But at the same time, I just showed you people praying for Tinubu. So if Tinubu comes out to say, oh, some people begged me to come and contest. Yes, they may have monetized the begging. Just as, I don't know if you saw the video of a northern grassroots politician came to beg lights, camera, action. You know, came to beg Objectv to run. Ajansari Owonjono. Gentlemen and ladies, we had enough time to plan. And there is still enough time to still do something. Like plan. As they are planning, we are planning. Because these people are busy sponsoring. The moment you start a movement, they sponsor some people to join you. And those people they are people who have what it takes to govern your narratives, to steer the ship and then derail you eventually. Next, if you form a party, they sponsor people to come in. Next, some of you saw Daily Momodu declaring his intent too, right? Yeah. Now, I'm not here without any reason or with all due respect, Daily Momodu has got a right to contest. The reason I may not really want to see him as a serious person or candidate is that today is with Tinubu and he's praising him. Tomorrow he's saying that is my candidate. Let us see your own. Next is saying, oh, Wike is the best thing that ever happened. Maybe that one was trying to also contest at the time. He's going from here to here to there to there to there. And then suddenly he rose up and says he wants to contest. Okay, Daily Momodu then came up and says he wants to contest. He then went to join the PDP. If I were a member of the PDP, I would be very careful of Chief Daily Momodu. You know why? The reason is quite simple. The reason is that we all know already that Chief Daily Momodu's preferred candidate is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We all know. So, asking him to go and join PDP so that it will cause something there and, enter into them, do this and do that so that, you understand? We all know. We all know. Charles Ike, where I stand does not matter. It's a conversation we're having. If you think I am here to come and campaign for Tinubu, you are very wrong. I cannot. See, Buhari took us 25 years back. Yes, Buhari took us 25 years back. If you put Tinubu, no, the rest of the world has gone very far. And we must get that very clearly. The rest of the world left us behind. We are still busy with analog people, old people. Okay? The rest of the world. So we now need somebody. We now need somebody that will take Nigeria fast up speed where we should be and give us back all the glory we lost. I don't see a Tinubu doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not against his ambition. I'm just talking my own choice and preference here. And I'm giving my reason. Yeah, people will come up and say, oh, he's a good guy. He made people. Okay, thank you. I'm just saying what I feel. As a young person who has studied how nations move and how the world is emphasizing the need for young and energetic persons to steer the lead of to steer leadership. So it will be. I don't want to use foul words on the show, but you have to understand that it is reverse psychology to have somebody like me come and preach Tinubu to you. They've already started, mobilizing youths, giving them tips to support, things to do and things to use. They've already started mobilizing. But trust me, count me out. No. I mean, far from it. And don't tell me one Tinubu is bad or Simbajo is better. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, just like some people will say, oh, okay, Tinubu wants to build on the legacy of Buhari, right? Osinbajo is a very great guy, who wants to continue the legacy of the same Buhari. If you now say Tinubu is bad, Osinbajo is better, then tell us what he did as vice that makes him better. Oh, he wasn't given the chance to act. But if Buhari had done very well, they will say, oh, it is because of the professor that is the vice. It is because of Osinbajo. We all know that Osinbajo is a professor of law. Remember, he's a professor of law. And when you see bastardization of the judicial process, you will expect quite a number of judicial reforms where you have somebody like Osinbajo. You will expect more sanity when you see a pastor. But what do we get? If you have somebody, okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't want to, let me not go into some things for now. And I don't even think it's ever necessary because I want people to see by themselves. But get the facts right. You cannot shun Tinubu's ambition without providing alternative and without investing in the alternative. Because you must put your money where your mouth is. Politics, especially in the Nigerian context, it can never be cheap. Let's face our facts. It can never be cheap. It can never be cheap. You go pay. Yeah, I'm not saying bribe people. I'm not saying, but the campaign go loud. People go say, yes, this thing is serious. Yeah, it must loud. It must not suffer funding. You say, just like somebody will say, in-law we no get money. When they do family meeting, now body go they take work. They go they use in body. They take represent. Make they say, are they active? Are they work? Because you don't get money to put down, so you must work. When there's general meeting, now you go to serve drink. So we must be ready to fund whatever we want to project. Social media will not be enough. Yeah. Being on ground, the physical mobilization is important. And we still have time. Yeah, we still have time. None of the parties as yet presented their candidates. we are only still seeing expression of interest. Yes, all of them don't thief money, don't keep all those things we know. Now look at this.
Everyone should come and see this. This is marvelous. This is wonderful. I have been hearing about it over the last few weeks. And then today, I'm so delighted to be here. Look at this. This is all rice. Look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. Look at this, surrounded by rice. God bless the Nigerian farmers. God bless Baba Buhari. Say Baba. Say Baba Buhari. This is rice, made in Nigeria rice. It's not foreign. Oh. This one not be China. Oh. This one not be Thailand. Oh. This one na Niger. Original Niger rice with flavor, with good taste. This one. Say Baba. See rice. See rice. I have never seen something like this. This is brilliant. This is wonderful. I just love the ambience of this place. I love this place. Woo! This is, just look at. Just have a look at. Just have a look at. Just watch.
Watch more.
Just watch. And all of them have thank you Baba Buhari on them. Very appreciative Nigerian farmers. Most of them benefited from the Anchor Borrowers Program. And here are their products. They are here at the Abuja Trade and Convention Center. Everyone should come and see. Look at, we are still going. We are still going. See what we have here. See what we have here. See, this is rice. This is rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rice. Ooh, rice. Rice, millions upon millions of them. Yes. See. Just look at. Did you hear that? This government is working. Look at it. Anchor Borrowers Program. Thank you to Central Bank. Thank you to our young men and women who have taken to agriculture. Just look at what we have here. This is all rice. Rice. Brilliant. I just love this. Behind me is rice. On my left is rice. In front of me is rice. Everywhere is rice. Rice. And here we come to the last pyramid.
Now, if you think that was propaganda, wait for the packaging coming for the next one they want to succeed in. No, just wait. Just wait. Okay? Just wait. We get this kind of rice, but rice no dey market to buy. Go and price a bag of rice in the market now. And we get all this shit. Now, if you think it is only the incumbent, Buhari, that has this kind of things that they are doing. Excuse me, during the NSAS protest and during lockdown, did you not see warehouses that had palliatives meant for people in Lagos, in our Tinubu Lagos, that individuals were using as souvenirs at their private parties? And a lot of us want us to close our eyes to these problems. They want us to just close your eye, pretend like you don't see it, and let's all just continue to talk for. Let's just package him and put him there. But unfortunately, the number of people who are against The old man, I don't hate Tinubu. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate him. I don't hate people. But I'm a citizen, and if I want to be patriotic, I should not want imposition of another old man. When we are yet to even finish surviving this one. The man has not yet become president. He's already every day going in and out of London hospital. Oh, Tinubu, I asked somebody, why do you think Tinubu should be the president? Can't you see what he did in Lagos? Hey. The same Lagos where we did together, so where they say everything bad. The same, okay, Tinubu has done Lagos so well. Okay, fine. Then he must have built standard hospital. Why is he not in lawsuit? He has not become president too. Why is he already going abroad? He hasn't become president. Now waiting once we won't begin nurse again. Another excuse me. That's Tinubu. No, I don't want to talk about him. It's just unfortunate that the number of people who don't want Tinubu to be president are more than the people who want him to be president. The only unfortunate thing is that we are not doing what we should do to make sure he does not become. There's a way you can tell somebody, I love you, but for the sake of our collective, you should be resting at your age. You should sit down and be giving advice. Even at the point he was declaring on TV, some of you saw it. At the point he was declaring, I've been found with a president. Gentlemen and ladies, that man don't old now. You don't old now. We need somebody who has brain, who has idea, who is well exposed, who has fair mind, and who is energetic. Even at that person go see pressure go still nearly kill him. Let alone of if you not pity yourself, at least go get children now. If you never get children, you go still get. I'm talking to youths now. Young people who want to be packaging this thing. This ambition. You go get children, and what kind of future do you want to leave for them? A country they will not be proud of. How many people have to run away from Nigeria because they are not proud of where they are? How many? We need to start talking sense. It's not just about formula. No. It's not just about they pay us. Now my job I did do. Abba. You do your job, you don't get conscience. Get conscience, join the job now. And they don't begin recruit them. Left, right, center. They'll say he's anti-party if I don't campaign for him or if I don't help him. Now when my party present be that. Let's face our facts now. Something you will regret for another 20 years. No, now. If you love Tinubu, advise him. Advise him to sit down and continue to earn the credit of a kingmaker. Must he be? Must he be? You're not compulsory now. You are even better off a kingmaker. Let's sit down now. You know, jail. Something where you say, no, say, all of us not going to be proud of. But the rest of us too, we should talk to ourselves. What are we doing? What are we doing as an alternative? What are we doing? Yes, let's engage. Let's engage on it counts. Election counts. The votes count. If you monitor it, it counts. You see that they can cheat. It's why they don't want all of us to get our PVC. They deliberately funded most movements. And when they needed the election, they know how to hide. They know how to now arrest leaders of the movement because they are now ready for the election. But it first distracted all of us so that we won't improve on the campaign, or we won't circulate the campaign for people to go get their PVC and come out to vote. Now, all the celebrities who thought were supporting the movement have now, they have now come together to go and say they want to go and support his ambition. You understand? We should be looking forward. Those who are even shouting Jonathan, Jonathan, we should not look back again. There are over 200 by estimates. They never had the people with the rural area. They never registered me for census before. I never do any census since when they born me. The only time I know, see they do census, they pass our house. Reach me. So the number of people they never even count. Or maybe they are just using the number of people that have mobile phones, or the number of people that have documents or record in school, and maybe that's what they are using to total us. But there are many people who are not captured by official documents. So let's just assume the number they have in their document is the number of people in Nigeria. She not only Jonathan will walk on the look at me. If Jonathan wasn't tested, how would you know what he can do? I mean, there are young chaps that even by simple interview you can get to know what they have offered and what they can do. Then you give them the chance. Then we monitor it. The only reason we can't really monitor all these ones is because they didn't get there by they listen to the people who put them there. Oh, don't make mistake. Oh, yeah, political gangsters where they give them the make sure say Naim get the party ticket because their interest is protected. They listen to those ones. You didn't put him there and you want him to listen to you when he gets there. No, now. If therefore the masses can also come together and make sure that they have a candidate they all massively back and put him there, since he knows he came there by masses, he will listen to masses. You listen to masses. Election is here. And we must begin to mobilize. Yes, social media campaign is there. Yes, let's continue to do. Let's continue to recruit guys who have good graphics, who can always tie back to, how these people should not be. You can start. They have already started recruiting young guys who know how to do cartoon editing, and they have already started recruiting to be packaging, propaganda for them. We must also start assembling people that will counter it, while at the same time we continue to mobilize people to vote. Empower people. That's why I always say let's empower people. We had enough time, but we didn't do enough. If you abuse anybody, Obi Kubana don't become what's the name of that Kubana chief priest? Has become social media advisor to a governor. It's not just about being. They are putting their money where their mouth is. They invest. They put invested in social capital. We need to strategize. We need to work, and we need to fund it. Unfortunately, some of the people who are on ground who are ready to do these things are not funded. They lack the fund. Now you want somebody to go and use and to confront somebody with machine gun, with his bare hand, all because he's willing. No, willingness is not enough. A lot of things count in this journey. We need support. We need to back people. We need to raise people, not just clapping for them on social media. If you can assemble all these young people who are speaking vibrantly, young persons from NSAS who stood against the establishment and said, no, we want justice. We should begin to identify from there. Oh, come. Would you like to run? Even if it's just at the council level, can you run? Now, look around. What party do you think you can get into? Or what party do you think you can run on and come out clean and do your job? I mean, we need you there. Look at the guy who shot a teenager during the NSAS. A guy who shot a teenager during the NSAS. A politician. How far now? They rallied around themselves and protected themselves, and that we forgot it until now. We heard somebody, is an impostor, a fake army general. They now brought that one out, and he has been doing it for long. All sort of bullshit. We need let me not forget, please. Very important. I was telling you about 3 cases that we are currently trying to help out. If you remember, during the answers, there was this lady in Akure that was pregnant while in the cell. She came out. Thank you all for your support. But there were 2. The second one is Bukumi. What happened is that Bukumi's case is a sorry one. She lost her own pregnancy while in the cell. Now look at a picture here. I'm sorry that thing cropped out. I need you to help me help her, please. Now that is a Wema bank account for her sister. She doesn't have an account by herself. She needs money for proper medical care. Let me just leave it on the screen so you continue to see it. Now what happened is that she was beaten to the pulp. She was locked up in cell. She lost her pregnancy, and then she wasn't treated. Prison now, they just took her to prison clinic, the correctional facility, the clinic they have there. I don't need to tell you what that one looks like or it's like, And then she was just given pills. She felt she was all right. They sat her back in the cell until after advocacy she was released. Now that she has been released, she started feeling some pains in her body, and then she went for tests only to discover that yes, she lost the pregnancy, and then after losing the pregnancy, remnants of the fetus are still in her body and are worrying her system. So she needs proper medical. Please, that's the account number on the screen: 0239-848693. That's the sister's account number. Whatever amount you can do to help her, please let us help. That is her sister's account number. You can do screenshot to me on WhatsApp just for me to tell her, oh, so amount dropped for you. Ask your sister, or so amount dropped for you. Go check with your sister. You can just do screenshot once you send money, so I can follow up with her and also come back to give you update later once she gets treatment, and then we can know where to go next or what we're doing next. Now the next case is this. Now this one is an anonymous case because it is to avoid stigma that I can't put a face. She was contemplating abortion because she lost her business field, and the guy, the lover, also abandoned her, and then she was contemplating abortion because if she can't even take care of herself, how will she take care of baby, the antenatal and all that, even post delivery. So we met her at the point of deciding to abort. So we said, well, let's just see what we can do to assist you. Now we also can't put our account number, so I volunteered, although I'm not too pleased to do this, but there's a reason. I volunteered to take this on her behalf and then make sure that I also monitor her antenatal and everything. All right, I'll monitor her antenatal, make sure that until she gives birth, and I'll announce to you, God helping us, once we break through on that. That is the account number on the screen. And then the third case, you remember this particular one especially, the Mero couple. The son was shot by police, unruly police at Mero Command, and then they lost the boy, and then we discovered that the mother is even blind. So we've been at it since, trying to help her restore her sight by medical solution. So we finally got an appointment for operation to at least separate the lead. Yes, thank you all of you who supported her till this time, but she needs to continue. They still need money for some upkeep, need money for continuing tests, to run more tests, and then to be able to move around to do whatever they have to do until the appointed day for operation. Thank you for supporting thus far. We are almost close to victory. Please, that is the husband's account number, Keystone Bank, 6031020796. You may still want to do screenshots to me so I can always call to check up on them. Oh, hope you're good, hope you have something and all that. Now, gentlemen and ladies, that is just it. But in case you missed any of those information I put out there, or you missed the details on any of them, and you want to reach out to me by WhatsApp, that's the number on your screen. Let's get back to our topic, our discussion. I really wish that we could make this a calling show. I'll make sure that next time I come online to talk more on these topics, I'll provide for calling, so that I also want to hear people's voices. Yes, I can see your comments, but I really want it to be more engaging. I promise next time to make sure that I put that in place. Now, Don Raymond says, if youths cannot come together and pick the right person in one accord, means we ain't ready for better future. NSAS really exposed how weak our youth are and how corrupt politicians are. NSAS also exposed, the aftermath of NSAS, for real, also exposed that some of our youth are only looking for what to eat. There are many people from the NSAS who are now throwing their weight behind some of these old cargoes. Yeah, just watch out. Just watch out for them. You will find out that hypocrisy reeks. But the fact is, the number of the genuinely tired people are more than them. The genuinely tired are more in number. It is only for us to organize the genuinely tired, to organize all the angry people and channel their anger proportionately. Organize the muscles, the energies, and channel them properly. That's the only thing we can do. But organizing is not easy and it's not cheap. So we need to continue to build platforms for people. All these celebrities that you see that will always go and campaign for this and package this one and package that one and influence people to support this one or support that one. You don't see them complaining most times because they are in bed together. Now they complain. So now we go organize. And we also need to organize so much that we can even start creating our own celebrities to retire all these ones. Yeah, we need something serious. There are many talents on the street. We need to start picking them up, giving them options, giving them orientation, giving them solutions, helping them blow, creating platforms for them. Yes. Imagine, okay, we have Faz the bad guy. A celebrity, but with proper orientation. Sheun Kuti, a celebrity, proper orientation. Imagine we create more. African China, proper orientation. And more and more. If you can create, there are young chaps now. Blow them in comedy in this, so that they can become the new face of mobilization, so that we can overwhelm them, retire their own, bring out new talents, promote them. Yeah, reach out. We can do it. If you have the fund, reach out. Let's do it. We still have time. We can pick talents off the streets, blow them, so that when the ones they are recruiting are talking, the ones with the proper orientation are countering it. When they bring out a celebrity for celebrity, when they bring out their pastors, pastor for pastor, when they bring out their footballer for football, let's blow people. We need it. Yes. And when they bring out voters for voters. But if we don't invest in all these structures, we won't have them. We won't have them. Gentlemen and ladies, I think I want to draw the curtain for now there. Leave you in the hands of my beautiful sister. I love you, Adiola Fayon. I'm not going to see you guys later. That's my WhatsApp on the screen.
Really
Love you
inspired
all.
by this man's story, even though he's paying us to talk about the ad. But before we get to the ad, ladies and gentlemen, please meet Mr. Abiodun Akinyemi, a man who is looking to solve the big chunk of the housing crisis that we have in Nigeria by making affordable, self-sufficient homes. This kind of homes are becoming more and more popular, by the way, because they are efficient and they are environmentally friendly, and then it costs less to make them if you think about it in the long run. Anyway, before I tell you about the smart homes that he's building, let me tell you a little bit about his story. He's based in Canada right now, and he decided to build a house in Lagos, Nigeria, where he's from. But upon making inquiries, the cost of building a house has increased significantly since he moved to Canada. So instead of using concrete brick throughout his construction, he substituted it with laterite, and he was able to save 30% of the construction cost. Laterite has a lot of advantages, by the way, including warming your home during the cold weather, cooling your home in the hot season. It's cheaper because it's readily available. It's everywhere in Nigeria. It has high clay content, which means it can hold more water. Laterite gives you better air quality. So if you build your house with laterite, you can breathe in better air quality. You can even recycle it. So if you build a house with laterite and you don't like it, you can break down the house and use the brick to build another house. And that's just to name a few of the advantages. But he didn't stop at building his personal house. He decided to make his house self-sufficient, off-grid, which means that he's not going to be dependent on the electricity from the Nigerian government. So he's using solar power, and he's also not going to be using power generator, so there will be no noise, no air pollution. At the same time, he's not using the regular sockaway that everybody uses in Nigeria. He's disposing his own waste material by decomposing it, and he's generating his own water. So once the house is completed, he doesn't need anything from them. And this is why they call this home self-sufficient, off-grid homes. That alone inspires me. The fact that he was able to find an alternative to just spending so much money on building a house. And the fact that he doesn't have to depend on the government, he made himself a self-sufficient house. That is the inspiration for me. But then he took it a step further. So after learning from his own experience, he wants to do the same for others, except that he wants to do it better. If you see the picture of the house, you may not be too impressed by the aesthetic, but he calls this the experimental house because what he has decided to do is to now mass produce this kind of house for other people. In case anybody out there is interested in having a house that will be self-sufficient, he has bought acres of land in Lakeway Beachfront in order to construct an off-grid estate. And what you guys are seeing is what he would be constructing. All these houses would not be using NEPA, and they will be constructed with laterite bricks. If anyone is interested, he's looking for 10 people, just 10 people to start out. The price starts at 34 million naira for 3 bedrooms, and you can pay in installment. He has a contract readily available, readily prepared, which you can share with your lawyer to know if that's a good deal or not. I mean, some people may feel like that's a lot of money, but it's a one-time payment that you no longer have to worry about electricity bill. You no longer have to worry about paying them to empty your sock away and stuff like that. It's a one-time payment that you know that from beginning to end, you know your house is complete and self-sufficient. Anyway, I asked him, by the way, I said, what if someone is interested right now and they decided to pay you, and along the way they decided they're no longer interested, they don't like what they are seeing? And he said to me that your money is refundable, as stated in the contract. He said he will give you back 95% of the money, and the remaining 5% is for administrative charges. He's using a system of interlocking bricks instead of the traditional style of construction. And this system results in a house that is 10 times stronger than traditionally built house, and also more terminally efficient. Each home would have its own fire system and will be conveniently located by a fire hydrant in order to make it easier for fire crews to help just in case of an emergency. We'll be building common areas that will have a gym, a playground, swimming pool, ball courts, grocery stores, and so on and so forth. And more importantly, the houses in his estate will reduce global warming and human carbon footprint. So guys, if you're interested, please check him out. This is his website.